hiking this canyon here on the cold side, so there's snow. So I want to get into that draw, and then my truck is somewhere up there on those ridges. So it's real shitty hiking through here, real steep, real slippery. So I want to just get down to that draw where it's dry. I could see it's dry because it goes all the way over there. So I'm gonna get into that draw and then hike back out to that road. But definitely a little wild section here. This is the base of that canyon coming up to it. You can see how high these ridges are here. And this side has snow because it's west facing, and this one is east facing, so it gets a lot of snow, or sun I should say. So I came down the snowy side. I'm hoping to go back up where it's less steep, but definitely pretty wild here. I haven't found anything cool yet. Gypsy, hey bun, Gyp, what's going on, Gyp? So it's past antler season. So that's deer right there, actually. So it's past antler. So what am I looking for? Some cool rust, some cool signs of activity, maybe some bones, a skull, something like that. Look at that, that's such a relief just to see how flat that is over there. And you can see also willow over there. This canyon is rough, man. You gotta be careful coming down. So we got some game trail here. That may be the only sign of human activity I find down here. It's like an old coffee can. Look at this. So this is all horse scat right here. That's the only thing that's down here. Look at all this grass though. My guess is that there's a wild horse pack down here. And good chance of me seeing them because everything is steep up and down here. My truck is all the way on that side. So that's the way I'm heading. But I think I'll see some wild horses here. I know they're down here. This is a good improvement over being on that ridge there. This was a good call. Even though it was sketchy to come down, this valley here is super flat. Check this out. This is all sagebrush here. Big sagebrush it's called. Look how tall it's grown. It's been undisturbed for a while. It's got a lot of water here in this draw. So it goes like a little forest. Rabbits eat a lot of sage also. So good likelihood of rabbit in their sage habitat. So I gotta go over there. That looks a little bit better than when I came down. You can see where I came down, there's a bunch of snow. Up there, it looks pretty, looks more rocky than anything. So, and this dog's name is Rocky actually. Hey bud. Hey big guy. What's going on, big guy? What's up? What's up, big guy? Good checking, buddy. Good checking, buddy. Good boy. Yeah, dogs are loving it. What do you think, Gyps? No snow in late January. We'll take it. I'm still keeping my eye out for those horses. I could almost guarantee I'm going to see wild horses here because I've never seen so much scat activity. So I'm pretty sure that they're just hanging out here, eating that straw in that water draw. You can see their tracks here. This is from a lot of mud, which is just, you can see how fuckity it gets here. Even for the horses, it's just full on mud. Yeah, it's almost like double expenditure of energy because you're just slipping and the mud is vacuuming your foot right into it. You can see how much mud I got on my shoe. Beautiful canyon here, quiet, lots of areas to explore. All those big crag areas of cliff, that's where you find a lot of stuff preserved. All those steep rocks, they just create little like gullies and little safe havens for whatever else gets stuck in there. If stuff down here, it's so muddy that just erosion kind of eats everything up. You know, if someone drops a knife here 20 years ago, you'll never find it because the ground would just suck it up. The mud would just suck it in. While up there, the rock kind of naturally preserves everything. So I don't want to go up there because I'm going this way. But I want to go to that rock side on there. Maybe I could find something cool up there. Something that piques my interest. Always is these rock crags. Because if you were here in the wintertime and it was snowing, and if you're here in the summertime and it's monsooning, you would have to find shelter under a place like that. Otherwise, you would just have way too much exposure down here. I should have brought my binos and just sat and lensed this valley and found those horses. So I know they're here somewhere. They're probably just bedding down, hanging out. All right, I'm gonna start making my climb up here. Check this out. Got a little cactus there. And look at this. Look at this little rock here. It's almost like amulet size. What's going on over here? Get out of here, boys. Girls. So look at this. Everything else is like this. It's sharp. It's sandstone. It's craggy here. Look at that. Just sharp rocks. And all of a sudden, you get a rock like this here. Which I've seen on a couple documentary shows where if you find like a perfect like amulet size, almost like an egg that's real thin, like egg size but real thin, and you see like cracks inside of it, like veins, that's a highly sought after like archstone. And you can see why it's super rare. This is a river stone, I would guess, or some kind of ocean stone, because it's obviously been polished by water. This is typically what riverstone looks like. And it's up here in this canyon for some reason. And that's because this used to be an ocean. So there's polished stone like this everywhere. showing up. Going up here, I've totally lost where that crag part is. It's too dense down here for me to see where that is. So I'm just generally going up. See, there's snow here, this side. Look at this. This is actually rare. This is a burr on a juniper tree. An old one, an old growth juniper. This is totally a burr. You rarely see these on junipers. Alright, this is where that crag section is. I'm going to try to go right up against it. If I can't get over it, I'll try to skirt it until I can get over it. Alright, almost to the top here. This could be a false summit here, but this is the safest place I can get up. Back at camp here. You've held down the fort. She gets a little treat. Beautiful day here. Finally, a nice sunny day. We've had a bunch of cloud streak here. Stormy weather, so get to see the sun. It makes a huge difference in drying up this mud, mental health. Just to see that sun blazing in the clear blue sky. Just, you know it's going to be a nice day. And here they are, the wild horses. Obviously they're not scared of humans. Enjoying this canyon here. This is the same place I was last hike. Sometimes you find a good road that has a lot of access, and look at all that access. That's all wilderness. That steep gorge right there. We're down here in this access point. That's pretty good. It's on the sunny side, so there's no snow. I think you saw in the last video, there was kind of a rodeo with that snow and ice. So it's also late January. I've been cabin fevered up. It's been a pretty stormy winter. We got another storm coming tomorrow. So trying to get some sunlight in, fight my pale complexion, pale face. Gyps is limber as hell. This dog is limber too. It's Aussie right there. Good boy! That's a good job, big guy. You can stay down there, bud. You can stay down. Look how lovely. Good boy. So I'm gonna slowly work my way down. My guess is that there's water in that little gorge. Look at that. Look at this. Look how limber this dog is, man. So we're gonna just kind of skirt this canyon, descend in there, see what's in there, see how much I can walk. Sometimes it gets really thick where that water is, so I probably won't be in there too long if I'm in there. The main thing I would suggest if you're descending is to do a lot of switchbacks coming down. Like my legs personally, they're better going up than going down. Like I rarely slip going up, but going down, yeah, I'll be slipping. I think my legs are just stronger going up. So when I go down, I definitely want to switch back as much as I can. Keep in mind too, like I'm trying to look for cool stuff here, so I don't want to just kind of run my way through it, you know. I don't want to trail run through this area. I'm looking out for geology, for bones, for rust. This place has it too. I could tell you that nobody hikes this canyon here like this. Look at that. Look at that overhang up there. I just said I'm not going to be like the Aussie and go up and down, but look at that overhang. That is fucking gnarly. Look at that. There's something in there. I got to go up there. I could guarantee you there's something in there because you rarely see an overhang like that over here. So let's go up there. Look at this. This is an intact horse. And maybe 10 years old, 15 years old. But it has the liquid still in it. Holy shit. Look at that. I gotta take a sip, I guess, right? Look at that, it's a bone. Hey, Jip. This broke off. So this has a lot of geologic activity, so you can sometimes find obsidian in veins that are kind of like black or like oozy, something like this here, and it just looks like a sharp stone. It's kind of where I think the obsidian comes from. I'm not a geologist, but I've seen obsidian all over, sometimes in a vein like that, where it's just kind of ripped out. You can see all the layers here. But no human activity. I think the main source of any human activity will be in that water in the bottom of the canyon, because this is a very hot canyon. But this is a beautiful hunting shelter, I would say. It's not too accessible, but you could set traps in the valley, come up here, be safe from the storms. What's that, bud? This looks like a calf, maybe. Just died. I think it was eaten. Mountain lion or coyote would eat the bone. Just died up here. Look at this. This is human activity right here, I think. Maybe not. Alright, so this canyon is bigger than I thought. Started up there, skirting all the way down here. You can see how much cliff there is right there. And that valley is actually pretty far. It's probably three times deeper than the one I did a couple days ago. Very misleading, but you can see a lot of cool stuff in this valley here. Just trying to come down safely, slowly. Once you commit too far, you know, you may have to turn around. Like, look, you can see all those sections like there. You could kind of work your way down. But if you're over here, nope. Fucking 200 feet, 300 feet. Bad news. So we're just going slow. I'm almost sure there's water down there. You can see all the cottonwoods. That's the most cottonwoods in this whole valley is right in there. So big cottonwoods don't grow without water.